Good afternoon. I am today starting another project because I'm thinking about spring, and I wanted to, last year I had kind of a one berry harvest. I had lots of strawberries, but they weren't very edible and they didn't get very large. So this year I'm trying something by proven winners, and it's called Berried Treasure. And the reason that I'm using it is because I watch a garden blog, which is great. You should watch it. It's called Garden Answers. And there's a couple, Laura and her husband, and they have a very large property, and they do all kinds of fun things on there with their garden. And she had an extraordinary strawberry harvest. So I wanted to see if I could replicate that with the Berried Treasure proven winners. So I'm going to start them from seed, which I have never done before with strawberries. And I have purchased, let me show you. So I've purchased these pots to start the seeds inside. I'm going to put them on my windowsill. And I'm going to fill them with just regular potting soil that I got from Armstrong's, and then just put a seed in each of them. So let's get started. I think I'm going to have to moisten this because it feels very, very dry. And these are special pots that are actually, these are inserts into another pot, if you can see, so that it's going to be able to drain and won't drain all over my windowsill, which is good. I feel very adventurous this spring. I've gained some confidence as I've gardened. I've had, successes, but also failures, but I've learned a lot from the things that I've done. So I'm excited about that, to see what I can do. All right, I feel like I'm gonna have to water those. I'm gonna water those before I plant. I think watering before you plant is a good idea, because then when you put the seed in, you'll know exactly where it is, as opposed to watering afterwards. The seed can float up and you don't have as much control. Okay. And then we can actually see how the drainage works. You can see it's draining underneath, which is a good thing. Okay. Now I'm going to open up these Berried Treasure. It's a very cute name. B-E-R-R-I-E-D. Oh, they're double packaged. Berried Treasure Pink Strawberry. That's fun. Oh my gosh, you are not going to believe this. Hold on. Okay, well, here goes all my money down the tube. They're literally so small. They're like the size of a pinhead. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. There's supposed to be 15 in here. Let's see. Can you see? The size of a pinhead. Oh boy, I couldn't use gloves and do this. All right, so I put one in there. And one in there. Oh my goodness. I don't know. This feels like it'll be a miracle if these turn out. I mean, I really hardly can even see them as I'm putting them in. They're so tiny. I suppose you could put them all in one spot and then thin them, but then, I don't know. I paid money for 15 seeds, not for 15 seeds that I was gonna thin. All right, so I put one in each of those. I'm gonna replicate that for all of the 3 tubs, and I'll then go inside and show you where they're gonna be. Almost done outside. It's a little bit warm actually. It's probably over 80 degrees. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm here at my new gardening bench, my new potting bench that Robert made me. So I'm not sure it's in the right spot because I'm boiling. But anyways, I wanted to do one more thing with the strawberry seeds before I take them inside. I think it's going to be a good idea to spritz them a little bit just to kind of set them in. The soil is wet, but I think spritzing them is a good idea so they don't fly away somehow, because they're so hard to see and they're so tiny. Just gonna spritz them and then we're gonna go inside. I'm back in the kitchen where it's cooler, and I am putting my Berried Treasure strawberries in the windowsill, on the windowsill. So let me show you, there's one other part to the little pots that I think is pretty nifty. So the set comes with a lid like this. If you can see, the lid actually has 4 holes in it. And then they also provide you with a little disc that snaps into the top, so you can decide if you want them to have more air or less air, or however you want to do. I'm going to leave it open so they can get some air. And then you just pop that on top. And there you go. So there is my Berried Treasure strawberries. And they definitely get a lot of sun in this window, so I think that's fine. I know that some people put mats underneath their indoor growing to keep them warm, but I think they'll be fine here. So I have great hopes. I want to be very optimistic, but I won't be surprised if things don't turn out. And I have another set of strawberries as well. So I'm going to see if these work, and if these kind of sprout up in a few weeks, then I'll do a second set, and then I'll actually have a crop of strawberries for a longer time. So we just got back from our weekend with baby Abby, and it was so much fun. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. And so I am going to check on my strawberry seeds here on my windowsill in the kitchen. The light above the strawberry seeds is not a grow light. I'm not using a grow light. I'm just using natural light from the window. This is a halo light that I use for Zoom meetings, but I thought it would be a good way to light up my strawberries so we could really see what's growing. Let's see. Okay, there's 2 little guys there. Okay, so 2 in that one. I will say the soil seems a little bit dry. Let's see here. Okay, there's 3 there. Okay, 3 little strawberry plants there. And 2 there. So each one of the little planters had a success. I just need to keep tending my little strawberry plants so they grow strong and they become true berried treasure.